Is it really private?
Yes, it's private.
Super private?
Yes.
Okay. Did you drop it? Yeah, drop it. Okay. Make sure it's closed. Got it. All right. Shadows and Fog's a good one. Jodie Foster's in it. It's an all-star cast. So I have to clean this up real quick. Let me see something. Over this way, I'll turn the light on here. There we go. Yep, I did spill some of it. It's because he's a magician. No, he's a spellcaster. He casts spells on people. So she's like wizard kind of spells. Oh shit! What the hell is that? It's the masking tape. There, that way. I gotta stick to you there for a second. All right. My nose is kind of itchy. You can see the spill right there. You gotta really focus on it. Okay. I see. There we go. Edmund's been released out into the world. Edmund the cat should return sooner or later. I have a friend that went to the actor's studio named Larry Levy. He worked with Woody Allen. He's dead now, though. He died the second year in the MFA program. He never survived the entire program. I only went through 1 year myself, as if I'm not a ghost. And doing this because I have a feeling that all vloggers are actually, in reality, they're ghosts. They look real. When you touch them, they kind of vibrate and glow in the dark at times. But let me grab this right here. Oop, what's that? See, a ghost would just walk right through it. So I'm still working on it. Let me get this. Just put this over there, right there. See if I can see that where the cat is, right? Oh, there he is. It's funny because he looks kind of like a fat Edmund, doesn't he? My mom gave me that. I still believe in ghosts. All right, so Shadows and Fog is actually about the circus. There it is. That's what I wanted. Right there. So, it stars Woody Allen, Kathy Bates, John Cusack, Mia Farrow, Jodie Foster, Fred Gwynne, Julie Kavner, Madonna's in it, John Malkovich, Kenneth Mars, Kat Milligan, Donald Pleasance, and Lily Tomlin, and many more. That's just in alphabetical order. I don't know if Larry Levy's name is in the cast of characters. I think he should be added. Not in this one, of course, because Larry Levy was in a thing called Small Time Crooks, which is about some crooks that dug into a bank, and he played the guy with the dynamite. Big John Goodman style looking guy. We're gonna give it a try. Philip Bosco and Robert Joe, Wally Shawn, Kurt Woods, Joseph Sermon, and David Odin Steyer. The other one I missed was associate producer was Thomas Riley. It's a pretty good one. Casting Juliet Taylor. You know, I heard you had to break into her office literally to get a casting job. There are people that come in as mailmen, and they were really actors. They'd lay their headshot resume down and go, "Oh, and here's your mail." It's actually true. People would break into her office to try to become stars because she was a casting director. That's how incredibly hard all of this is. So, you're probably wondering about all this corruption that I've been talking about, police corruption. Well, I'll explain. I watch these movies and they give me ideas, but they also help me tell you the truth about things. I'm watching the scene where Mia Farrow goes into the whorehouse where Jodie Foster, Kathy Bates, and Lily Tomlin lead her. Now, when I first moved where I'm at now, something very strange happened because they say that paranoia is just a heightened sense of awareness. But when I first moved here, the first person that I saw at the leasing office was a police officer, or what they say is a police man. A man with a badge showed up to the office when I happened to just walk in to talk about a maintenance issue, or maybe I was talking about something else. And he said in a very confident voice, well, it was a little shaky, "The people here cannot park along the street over there." Do you know why he said that? Because they have stickers on all these cars. But do you know why he said that? Why the police officer said that? It's because that's where the police park. A few houses, or not houses, townhomes down the way, just a few townhomes, is a townhome that has a red bulb outside. My original production here was known as Bulb, but it's a red bulb. Linda's seen it before. There's been several times that I've seen people park along the street, but they weren't citizens. They were policemen that park along that street. It's highly illegal for a police officer to sleep with a whore, especially a prostitute, and they can go to prison. Ooh, they're afraid of prison because they kill police officers in prison, especially police officers that sleep with whores or prostitutes. So as I continued my investigation, and this is not Glorious Glowhands, I kept an eye out on that street that I heard the police officer talk about. And a few times when I was coming back, I've seen other police officers parked there. All now you have to do is get a cruiser number. You don't have to get a badge number. Now, one time I saw a policeman drive through this apartment complex at high speeds, coming from a street over there, and drive through there really crazy. And I've seen them drive through here at night. One night, when Linda was in Dallas, I went out on the patio right over here. Right over here. Right over there. And there were two policemen snooping around. I was taking my clothes out to the laundromat, which we're now not allowed to use right now, because the police won't let us use the laundromat. This will be about a 5-minute post. I asked the policeman, "What kind of complaint were you called on?" And they said, "Nothing." One of them had the sniffles. And then they walked down, both of them, two of them, went around the side, and then they disappeared. Have you ever heard of the red light district? And believe me this, they weren't investigating. See, they can come back here out of uniform and do damage. Here, where my door was, a man had knocked on my door with an assault rifle, a machine gun. Linda saw him walking in the parking lot over there, way over there. And I saw the barrel of the assault gun. the barrel of the machine gun as it went around. They were storming the parking lot like Gestapo. All of a sudden, there was a knock at the door. But that's not what really happened. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. Before the knock on the door, this is what happened. Didn't hear that, but I heard this. And I went like this. They just simply walked in. Then I heard, police. And I said, what is it? And the man with the assault rifle said, because he tried to just walk in, but that latch caught him. And I said, what is it? And he said, we're looking for someone. And I said, who? And he said, someone that's running from us. And I said, he's not here. Now who's running, punk? All right, Linda's in the back looking for a shirt. We're going to be headed to Edelweiss. And all this is planned. We rehearsed all of this completely. It's all scripted. This is a German to English dictionary that I've kept with me for, let's see, almost 20 years. You can see it's still smells about the same when I first bought it, but there's all different types of words. Hey, did you check the oven?
Yes, I checked.
Oh, you turned the oven off? Okay. So anyway, check something here. Looking for just one word here. I can find one German word. This is kind of a German day. We did Edelweiss the other day, so we're returning to Edelweiss. And I'm looking up words, German words, if you can read any of them. It's hard to do on selfie, but if you freeze frame your phone or your television, you'll be able to advance the screen and look at all these different words that looked at all of these different words that I came to. They use a lot of F words too, like this word, Fronkulum. And they have a thing called an umlaut. So if you ever see a German word that has an umlaut over it, it's two little dots, it changes the pronunciation of the sound. So it's a very interesting language. I think it's the closest foreign language to English. It's Nordic, I think it's Nordic. I could be wrong, but it's at least kind of Nordic. But there are some English influence in German. The grammar, usually they switch things around. So if you were to say, today I'm going to walk my cat, in the German language, they would say, my cat today I will walk. So they switched the German is kind of is fractured, and when the grammar, the way they speak, it goes, the end part goes to the front, and then the front part goes to the end. Like they kind of flip it around in a lot of cases. I'll give you another example. Like, what is the time today? They would be more like saying, time is what today. So they switched it. It's weird. We had to do a lot of that. I forget I know work is Arbeit. I'm trying to think of time. It's been a long time. So I'm going to try to refresh some of my German, bring some German language into the show since I have a lot of it to deal with. I'm only talking about the structure of the grammar today. But Arbeit means work. So Arbeit will set you free. So we're going to...
All right, let's do our slate.
Well, that's what they say. But that's what I've heard. It's on some sign. Okay. So Welcome to the Please Subscribe show. I'm Cole Spivey.
I'm Linda Spivey.
And we're headed to Edelweiss. So, big smile. And that's amazing. The contacts.
Yes. I can't be working
Watch the Navy talk. There we go. Edelweiss, Edelweiss.
No idea what this guy looks like. Is he gonna be German?
The Edelweiss guy? Most likely, probably no. He's probably going to be...
I'm gonna ask.
I don't know. It's a possibility.
What's the most difficult
You can
task
certainly
for
ask.
new people? And then,
You can ask if he's going to be German. He's probably going to be
goes to eat
Texan.
German food anyways.
Um,
They do have live
no,
music.
people do. They do.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oktoberfest is coming up. So, I don't know.
People will eat German food.
They sure didn't lose my
They do. But I think it's the beer garden that they might, like. There's a beer garden. But they do. They will eat German food. They'll go there for the whole, cultural aspect of Germany to celebrate
Rustic.
the 1,000 years of freedom they now have. He was a very old man in a wheelchair. He didn't remember all the war crimes and the atrocities. He probably didn't even remember his name. And I'm not talking about apt pupil with Stephen King. I'm talking about reality. This really happened. And he was a Nazi, probably almost 100 years old, in a wheelchair. They rolled him in front of the council to try him and put him in prison, which probably has killed him by now. But he didn't remember probably anything that happened. That, my friend, is disgusting. Welcome! Today we go to Edelweiss and we look at German food and eat and smile and celebrate the 1,000 years of freedom that Germans now celebrate. I'm Cole Spivey and that's Linda Spivey. Eins, zwei, and drei. Well, I know I'm not a Nazi. I know. I was born in 1973, so you were born in 82, so it's not going to make much of a difference. I mean, there's no way we could possibly be Nazis. Now, of course, we do time travel. So there's a possibility we could be because we're time travelers. So we do know how to time travel. Huh. We can time travel, right? Time travel's possible. Oh, God, you're considering Waffle House. Yeah, I worked there for 2 hours. I killed a cockroach and left. I think they probably will. I mean, you really consider Waffle House? I would go with Edelweiss over Waffle House. I mean, oh, man, Waffle House. They do have jukeboxes, though. Waffle House. In Italy, that would be kind. I mean, you had a good meal. But they do Waffle House is actually, it's a pretty good, well, I mean, I would stick with Edelweiss.
Right?
Yeah, Edelweiss is probably going to be better. I'd go with Edelweiss. I was basically reading an article, and there's certain toothpaste that are actually not very good for the enamel of your teeth. I know some people try that charcoal stuff, but it like turns all black, and then you spit it out. It tastes kind of funny. But I don't know the type of toothpaste. But supposedly there's some articles written about it, and people were like suing these toothpaste companies because it was like hurting the enamel of their teeth. I think it's some of the whiteners, things like that. Usually if it stings really bad when you're brushing your teeth, like if you're using like whitener toothpaste, like the real kind, or the stuff they use with the mouth guard, that's usually really bad. It does whiten your teeth though. It'll make them really white, but it can hurt them. The laser stuff is also supposed to be like maybe pretty good, as long as they, only hit the teeth and not, get an eye or something like that. All right, we made it back to Edelweiss, and someone actually is here. I'm gonna wait here and read Apt Pupil by Stephen King. If you ever read that, it's a pretty good one. It's one that's in the right over here. You want me to? Oh, because you say you can spit. Okay, here we'll go over this way.
Okay, real quick. So how do you say the name?
Edelweiss. It's with like a V. It's like you say it like as if Edel, like Edel, and then Weiss, like a Weiss, like Edel and Weiss.
And how do you say hello?
You say hello. You say Guten Tag.
A Guten Tag.
And you can say bye by saying Tschüssi.
Okay.
Or you can say Auf Wiedersehen.
Okay, I'm late. Okay.
Yeah. Or you can say Wiedersehen. Everything's like with a V. Just tell him your husband has a history in Deutschland. But just say Germany. Don't say Deutschland. Just say that Just say that you have a history in the German language, or something like that. Yeah. Just say, well, my husband actually has studied 6 years of Germany, or of German. Just say of German, a German language. Just say he's got 4 years of German language and studied the history of Germany for 6 years or something. He's very, very academic, and he should be a professor at NYU. Say that or something like that. All right. So, or tell him that he went to school. Just tell him he knows a lot about German. And then let's park like right here.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I was about to send him a message. Like, what do I do? Ring a doorbell or something?
Are you gonna leave that there? Can you leave it folded?
What?
Glasses. Okay, I just don't want them to break.
That's fine.
Right.
Alright, can you do me a favor? Can you see if there's an eye doctor place around here?
Yeah.
Like an eye lab or America's Best?
Optometrist?
No, I just want to see if I can go in there and just use their solution.
Yeah, we'll find something. I'll look it up online while you're in the interview.
Solution's like $6, and I don't think they sell it at the dollar store.
We'll find something where we can get solution.
Because I need to take out these
Usually
contacts.
we can go like CVS. CVS will have it. Or
No,
Walgreens.
I want to get a free sample. That's what I'm saying.
So go to an
I don't
eye
have enough in my case.
an eye doctor place. Okay, yeah. Oh, I'm her husband. Oh. Sorry about that. I'm her husband. I'm using the restroom. Smells interesting in here.